Okay, so uh, going back to this concept of high dose and low dose, I'm going to discuss symptoms. Okay, um, symptoms is an important thing. So let's go with D3. Um, Sim, symptoms of high or low dose, and then often in medical English, um, I'm going to explain hypo and hyper. Okay, so low is and once it's in the body, right? And it's going to be hypo. Hyper is too much, right? So what happens if you take too much vitamin D, right? What happens if you don't have enough vitamin D? Hypo compared to hyper. So low dose. So hypo. Okay. The amount in your body is like, whoa, it's getting low. Okay. So um, um, fatigue and tired. Okay. Bone and muscle pain. Impaired immune function. Mood changes. Bone loss. So hyper. Okay. Too much. Toxic. Toxicity is too much. Hypercalcemia. Too much calcium. Okay, so for example, too much vitamin D is too much calcium. Wow, that's cool. So what happens if you have too much vitamin D because you're not taking magnesium and therefore you're not taking dealing with your calcium enough? In fact, it's something like if calcium is affected, it's in a complex with the other electrolytes, so the other electrolytes are affected. So figure out what's going on with your electrolytes when you're taking vitamin D, for example. So gastrointestinal, GI issues, distress, excessive thirst, all then peeing all the time, discomfort, fatigue, weakness, neurological symptoms, confused, disoriented, memory loss, dizzy. Dizziness is probably like K2, okay? K2 deficiency. For example, if you have hypercalcemia and you don't have enough K2, that calcium is going to spin you in circles, for example. But maybe not. Take care. Oh, I got 20 seconds. Cardiovascular problems are kidney issues as well. So look at different symptoms and be like, maybe that's because when one thing happens, there's actually another nutrient that's not available or is in too high supply and has to be managed with other nutrients. Eat right for you.